Good afternoon. Valerie Ling, clinical psychologist here. Almost forgot my name. I was going to call myself the practice, but I am not the practice. Here I am, parked very safely at my, I'm actually out of the practice area. I'm doing a group burnout prevention group program. Very exciting. This is our 5th session, and we're actually going to talk about managing team relationships. But I wanted to hop on to just touch base with you about my latest reading and thoughts as I percolate on the idea of, how can we actually work on our work environment so that we're not running, a three-legged race where the other part of our partnership is falling behind. And as I've been reading through some material, it really has struck me how much our work conditions have shifted in a lot of ways for the better, in that we've got a lot more comforts, a lot more conveniences. Technology certainly makes things a lot more efficient for us. But I've also been pondering on how much of that has actually eroded, if you like, the interpersonal and personal elements of work. And as I've been reading, I've been struck by this idea that we are a lot more transient as well. We may not necessarily stay put in our work environments, and equally, people don't stay put in our work environments. And so as we go more and more high technology, we're also getting less and less high touch or interacting with people. And so inherently in our workplaces, we're actually having situations where we might be put in very open plan offices, or we might be fairly isolated, fairly dependent on working remotely, working technologically, but also working very functionally, right? And so the idea of an eroded workspace, which then leads to an erosion in interpersonal connections, and certainly an erosion in terms of us even being in touch with sort of the personal and the soul of our work. It sounds wishy-washy, but I guess what I'm trying to say is needing to be aware that work conditions and workplace settings have changed. And as we are trying to moderate our own factors to be resourced, not to burn out, we've also equally got to pay attention to our work resources. How are we interacting with our work colleagues? Is there an opportunity to chat, to hang out, to chill? Is there a common space that you can do that? Are you passing one another? Is there just a courtesy or a smile? Do you have opportunities to debrief? Do you have somebody in the workplace or the work environment that you can actually be human with? How much interaction are you getting with your customers or your clients that doesn't just feel functional? Are there little touches that you have that you can actually feel like beyond the role of being a professional carer or a worker, that you're also still human beings interacting with one another? And to what extent is technology not serving you, but mastering you? Has it made things so quick for you that you don't actually have time to reflect? The emails are coming, the text messages, the demand is constant, and you don't have a kind of an ebb and flow where you feel like you're still in charge and in control over those processes. So yeah, the erosion of the workplace, it's not to be underestimated. At the same time, it doesn't have to make us feel helpless, but certainly in our problem solving, to actually sit in that space and to think, okay, how can I actually work on my work environment, my relationships, and my resources such that I recover that partnership, right? That human touch and that partnership with my colleagues, the people who supervise me, and even the work structures that we have. Join me live for my webinar if you would like to hear more about this. Okay, catch you later.